Hello guys there, hello, and welcome to my live show on YouTube. And this time I'm using a different app. It's called the Wirecast Go. What I like about the Wirecast Go is that I can change images like this. So that image is supposed to be live. I don't know why it's not moving. And I could put that image there, okay, and even resize it while it's live, and that's good. Okay, I can resize it, say okay, and I can look for another image, and maybe this one, where I say digital real estate is the next frontier. And what I meant by that was that digital real estate is basically you finding your place within the digital space, because that is the next frontier. That is where the money is going to be made. That is where the entertainment is being focused now. You only have to look at the fact that you've got a smartphone, and that smartphone is where you're spending most of your time. You look at teenagers today, they spend 3/4 of their time on smartphones, on their gadgets. Unless you limit the time that they're actually on those gadgets, they can be on those gadgets for a very long time indeed. But here's what I wanted to talk about today. Today I wanted to talk about, and this is going to feel like a repetition, but there's always a little bit of context. But in fact, let me not repeat what I said in the other video, because it's going to be they're going to be released on the same day. But in this one, I just want to focus on the aspect of using different kinds of applications to see which one works best, because you might be surprised. For example, this Wirecast Go application used to be really buggy at some point, for me anyway, because sometimes it just depends on the smartphone device which one is using. Sometimes it's just the other software which is in conflict with what you're using, and so you get into all sorts of problems. Okay, but so this is one of the applications that I've used quite a lot, and the reason I like using this from my mobile device is that it behaves almost like the Wirecast Play application on the Mac, where you've got different media. You can show the screen of the computer, you can do a PowerPoint presentation, you can do almost anything and show visuals of the things that you're talking about. And for most of the applications, when you are on your mobile device, it's just straight shooting. There's not much you can do about putting different images like I'm doing now. So I could change that image and it's still recording, and put the Theodore Gray's The Elements, which comes with a song, of course, which a lot of students quite like. Okay, so there it is. So I can talk now with that image showing. There's a share button here, so I can actually share my live stream. Let's see if it's gonna work. Yeah, I can actually share it. Let me share it on Twitter while I'm doing this. Let me share that on Twitter. No Twitter account, obviously there's a Twitter account, and let me post that. Then I can also share this on Facebook. So next time I think I'm gonna do that. I can share this on Facebook. Let me see if it's going to work. It's a little bit buggy again. You have to, I think it's because I'm using the new software for iOS 11. I'm using the new software, so that is, it's still a little bit buggy. I downloaded the third beta today, but it's still a little bit buggy, but it's a lot better than it was this morning. So there goes. I've sent the invitation to Facebook. Okay, and I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna put this, because this is the image that I use for the podcast. No, not for the podcast, but for the for the blog post which I posted this afternoon. I was a bit late today in writing it, but I always make sure that I've done the 1000 words a day minimum. Minimum means I could go a bit higher. Okay, so this is the Wirecast Go app. It's available on the iOS. I don't know if it's available on the on Android, but I can find out because I'm just in front of a computer right now. So I can say Wirecast Go for Android. Wirecast, I need to put Go for Android and see what happens, because I think these days there is no excuse to say there is no excuse not to know certain things, because you've got the internet right in our pockets. So Android Wirecast Go question and answer. By all means, do request an Android version by filling out the form. So they're actually asking people to fill out a form in 2016. Here there's a question there on the Telestream website. Is Wirecast Go available for Android devices? At this time, Wirecast Go is only available on the iPhone. Android support is currently in development. So that is the message on their website, the Telestream website. And I think I can even import a web page here, but I'm not gonna do that now. Anyway, I think that's it for now. So this is just a little demo of the Wirecast Go on Android, on iOS. It's only available on the iPhone. It's not available on the iPad, I don't think. Let me see if I've got it here. I've got so many apps, sometimes I forget what I have and what I don't. No, it's not there. Let's check the App Store. The application store. You see, there is too much to talk about these days, and there's always something for someone to learn, and there's always something for me to learn as well. So if you've got something which you think I don't know, I'm surprised at the number of things that the young people think adults don't know. Yet we do know quite a lot. Wirecast Go. So there's Wirecast Cam as well, and we can talk about Wirecast Cam on another occasion. Okay, so thank you for listening. I don't want to make this too long, because really it's just an introduction to Wirecast Go for iOS on the iPhone. Thank you for listening.